So I share tons on cocaine and alcohol, and everybody knows I did 1 to 2 8 balls of coke a day. As a first responder and one of my very good friends, you're an EMT. What's the most fucked up addiction, like experience, like thing that you have come across?
So this actually wasn't something that I came across, but it was when I was training for a specific job. This is the story that they shared with us.
Mm-hmm.
And out of all the years that I've been in EMS and been doing my job, this is probably what you would call the most fucked up one.
Okay.
And what it is what had happened was that there was an individual who was addicted to morphine.
Okay.
And he was working nights, and what they would do
so
is...
like a nurse or something like that, or CNA or something?
Someone who had access to that stuff, so probably most likely a nurse.
Okay.
Okay.
So they're IVing then?
Oh, yes.
Okay. And if you don't know what IVing is, that's shooting up with needles.
Yeah. So what they would do is that they would go to where these drugs are stored, all right, grab a needle, put it put it through the plunger, pull the medicine out, and then he would shoot it right into his leg. Pull the syringe out, same needle would then go and fill it up with saline and go back to filling up these bottles. So it looked like nothing was ever taken out.
Kind of like us as kids when you would steal your parents' liquor and you fill the liquor back up with water and
Yes.
try to fill it back up to the same line. So nobody knows I'm actually doing this. I mean, don't get me wrong. As an addict, I'm like, dude, that's how creative we are. But it makes sense.
Well, and people don't, they don't check out these vials.
Yeah.
They just come and grab them, and, now it's different because different designs, whatnot, blah, blah, blah. But this was, 20-something years ago. Anyways, after they caught this individual, because it did take some time, they needed to build up the evidence.
Yeah.
But in that time period, come to find out, he actually had HIV. And every single person that got that dose of morphine, unbeknownst to them, now has just been infected, thank you, with HIV.
Yeah. And that's the fucked up reality of addiction. I don't think people really get this. And as like addicts and as people, as you're around this, like you do have to laugh because it's the biggest coping mechanism because it's such deep shit. And laughter is healing. And I mean, it's fucked up when you really realize some of the things that people do. And you're like, who in the right fucking mind would do this? But you don't care. It's all just about getting high.
Exactly.
And I don't think people realize even too of how many people in the medical field struggle with addiction because it's a coping tool because you're around people fucking dying left and right. You're around all this shit nonstop that you just kind of want to numb it sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. And in our line of work, we see a lot of things that not normal people should be seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of coping mechanism is either done through drugs, alcohol, sex.
Mm-hmm.
We have, unfortunately, a lot of certain levels of addiction in this line of work.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, there are things out there readily to help. However, not everybody wants to take advantage of that.
A lot of times you're afraid to take advantage of it or don't feel you need to.
Well, and that's the thing is whether it's macho or I'm afraid to lose my job or whatever, people don't go and do that. They don't take advantage of the programs that are set up by their employer.